Hey guys, welcome back. We are back to our next project, which is the license plate mount for my Humvee. Go right there. Now it's pretty interesting. So I got this license plate mount from Black Dog Customs, which is really nice. I like it a lot. Looks like it's pretty good. I am not sponsored by any means here. This is just money that I spent on all of the parts. Not doing any review or anything on it. Just simply showing you guys what I purchased and what I chose to work with or install, and kind of like what I'm dealing with while doing so. So anyway, this one is actually designed for the airlift bumper, which is pretty cool. I think it just mounts here on the airlift bumper, but I don't have airlift bumper yet. But I will have one in the future, so I didn't want to spend twice the amount of money, which is, it gets pretty expensive. It's like about can't remember, 70 or $100 for those. So it gets pretty expensive. The only one I could find pretty much that looked decent was around that range of 70 to 100 something bucks. So anyway, my only issue here is that my license plate mount is a little bit too wide, slightly too wide, and it's hitting this light, this reverse light that I installed. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut it here. Maybe I'm gonna have to fold a little bit the license plate. I'm gonna try not to do that, but it might just fit right. Anyway, this is gotta be cut. It's not gonna change anything good enough for me. Again, you guys can do whatever you feel right. And this is in my case because I already installed my reverse lights on my Humvee. I just have to do that. Yes, I could have used a different one, but I chose to use this one. Anyway, I'm gonna cut it about right here on that line, and it should fit. So I'm gonna show you how it looks right now. So just about that. So it's kind of like that's really the issue here. So it looks like there is two holes here that probably should go where the two bolts are over there to mount it on, I assume. But anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. So let's continue and get to work. Shorter. What we're going to do next is to loosen those two bolts here and put the license plate mount in. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Not a rocket science. Let's see. installation of the license plate bracket. I already mounted it there. I just want to show you real quick what I've done so far. So basically what I had to do here was to put some washers above those two bolts because it was not leveled with this bracket on the back and the aluminum on the front. It was not equal. I'm not sure if you're able to see it or not, but it was not leveled. So what I had to do is put those in, and it's, you can kind of like see it. I put basically one spring washer and one regular washer, and then there is another spring washer right here and right here. So it's like spring washer, regular washer, and it works great. Very attached very well. So now second what we're gonna do, the second thing we're gonna do is we're gonna connect those wires. Now, I did see that it's hard to get to it here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna kind of like try to show it. So the connection is right here inside that bracket. And what I need to do is to get this bolt out or the nut out. And that way I can take this part out and get the cables out and disconnect and connect. So not too hard. So let's get to it. I put a flashlight right here so I can actually see it. And I'm gonna try to not be too much in the frame here so you guys can see. But basically, I'm gonna try to get this bolt off. And that way I'm gonna loosen that little thing that holds the wires together. And we'll go from there. The bolt has been painted and sealed with a lot of paint, or it's kind of like this undercarriage paint. So it doesn't really, I just can't really get to it. Maybe. There you go. Okay. Looks like I see some kind of movement, which is a good thing. Alright guys, so I'm gonna use a different one. I'm gonna try to do it with this. So here's what we got, just that little, very rusted little nut and bolt. So I'm gonna spray it before I put it back, but now I can get all of this out and probably just connect straight to this guy. Wow. Everything here is completely like doesn't go easy. So I managed to get this out, and basically this is ready to go. So I'm just gonna connect this guy in and connect everything. I'm gonna start with turning on the lights. Right, so I got the lights on now. This is the parking lights. We don't need more than that. So obviously, the male go to the male, female go to the female. You guys already know how that works. Now, with my luck, I connected it to the brake light, which will never work. Okay, so this is probably the brake light. Alright, let's disconnect that. And I always like to put some grease back, or like some kind of electrical grease, just so it won't be so hard to deal with it next time. Put it back in. So let's see what we got here. Alright, so this is really stuck. But just gently. They say what doesn't work with force works with a little bit more force. There we go. Okay. Well, that's a good sign. Put some grease here, some grease there. Where were we? So let's connect it to here. Let's connect this one to here for now. So I'm gonna disconnect this ground because without the ground it just won't work. So alright. So there is ground on every light, which is here, and that's the ground where you're supposed to connect to it. So I'm already gonna just go ahead and connect it to it. So I put some grease on it, and I'm going to put it back. So this guy's gonna go first, the other guy's gonna go second, and just simply going to connect them, which is pretty straightforward. Alright, now I'm just gonna tighten that. Alright, so now we are basically connected to that ground. Alright guys, so basically what you gotta do is connect to your red parking light, basically. Not the brake light, just the red parking light. And then it's a constant on, and then it would turn on immediately. So let me connect it and I'll show you. So I got the other side, works. This side doesn't work. And I'm gonna show you what happens when I connect it. basically it's on. See, when I touch it, it's on. So you're gonna get this one, and then you're gonna have to look for this connector, this connection right here. The one that when you're gonna disconnect it, it's gonna turn off that red parking rear light, just like that. Now you connect to it, and while you connect to it, it should come off and on. There you go. License plate light is on. Again. And you see both of them turns on, the red light and the license plate light as well. Alright, now I'm going to just put some more grease here and secure them together. And that's it, pretty much. And just make sure it sits there really good, that those boots are sitting there really good, okay? And then make sure that everything else is connected well. Now what I'm going to do is just simply bundle up everything over there and put some couple of zip ties and make sure everything goes back in place. I'm going to put this little bolt nut back in there, and we're going to call this done. Alright, so put everything back in pretty much, and now I just need to secure this guy right here with that little nut. So I did put a little bit of grease here on the other side of that bolt. We're almost ready to tighten everything. Now we got it seated, secured. Everything looks like it's secured. Literally just gonna put a couple of zip ties here and we're done. Alright, so just one more view from inside here. So I had to connect my ground to here, to the left one I did, and then all the rest is just bundled in here and connected inside. Alright guys, a little bit of a recap what we've done here. We have attached license plate bracket. We connected it to the existing rear parking light, this one. Everything is connected and bundled up, and we got a working light for the license plate, and we are ready to go. So hope you enjoy it. Again, thank you for joining me. Please subscribe, really helps me to keep going and make me feel like I'm doing the right thing, helping people. Hope you enjoy it, and see you on the next one.